Hello and welcome to Fireside Chat with Gibbs. Let's begin. From Itchy9, I think everyone is too scared to predict KC's slow decline. Vatira is known for being on great teams that drop the ball when it matters the most. KC, 6. Joey Boea, Carmen Corp, too high. I am coping as a hater. From Hot Anaconda, we'll call it. Can't really read it. I made it too small. My apologies. I really will never understand the difference in recency bias when it comes to Europe versus North America. If you want to claim that KC just had a bad weekend and are still a top-tier threat, go for it. Their losses came to a strong look in Ultimates, a finals qualifying dig, and a peak in TM. But the Ultimates had literally one bad day, and it dropped from near top 5 to barely in the list. It just seems as though European teams will always stay at the top of their rankings, no matter how below standards they perform. Meanwhile, North American teams need to consistently play at their top and never once stumble or else get booted out of the top 10. From World Terminator, Furia shouldn't be above TU. Hard to rank dig, vitality, and energy. KC needs to drop way lower. We're going to increase the size because I can't read. Here we go. From Beako9, can't process Dignitas. They can peek out of nowhere, just get destroyed without a fight. Putting them number 3 doesn't feel right. Falcons finally play defense, yada, yada, yada. We only care about the bottom line here, guys. KC finding out how hard it is to keep the top winning from a form maintained over a season. Time for them to catch that fallen crown. From John, a.k.a. always, MVP of Reddit. Take KC, put them behind Vitality and above Twisted Minds, and it's perfect. I don't care how big of a gap they had heading into this. They lost to 3. Parentheses, 3 exclamation mark. Significantly lower ranked teams. One of those losses aged horribly in the Ultimates, and one being a BO7 reverse sweep. From Accomplished Ring 40, KC6, TM5. K-Corp at second from Taladin Tried It. After how hard they crashed and burned is certainly a choice. I know they won the last major, but getting reverse swept to place 8th and not even putting TM ahead of them just feels wrong. They didn't even have a good Swiss either. Ultimates and Furia both being above Secret and GM also feels wrong when they couldn't even get out of Swiss. This list is automatically wrong for not having Chalked as the number 1 team anyway. They didn't drop a game all major. He got one thing right. Shout out, Talented Tried It. From Stolen Apollo. If we're talking about current power rankings, you simply can't ignore how bad this major was for KC. You got to remember that it just wasn't one fluke series in playoffs. They played significantly below expectations throughout the entire tournament and were not a very threatening presence. I believe their peak is still insanely high, but it's just incorrect to rank them anywhere close to the top 2 off this result. It's one thing for them to not win. It's another to not make the grand final. But 8th is insane for players of their caliber. And finally, from Optimal Expert 5530. Finally, someone actually punishing KC for an outright bad major performance for their standards. I was also going to include all the Wise Energy not top 4 after the Raleigh Power Rankings, but then this video would have been about 3 hours long. This has been Fireside Chats with Gibbs. I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time.